That's the reason why Hashem created Adam Hashem. To go to the jungle. What is the Pasuk telling me over here? And the answer is fantastic. He brings up a Gemara. The Gemara writes that when a Jew is created, his neshama is pure neshama. Like we say every single morning, Elokai neshama shenatat avi tehorai. Pure. And therefore, if it is pure, and if it is so holy, say the Gemara, no animal can touch him. Meaning, doesn't matter which animal you're going to put in front of this guy. You're going to put a lion, a tiger in front of him. Doesn't matter. The neshama is so holy, the animals can see the kedusha of the neshama. But, writes the Gemara, that throughout the averot that the person does, is making himself as an animal. And therefore what? And therefore throughout his averot, he's in the eyes of other animals, is becoming another animal. What happened when a lion is hungry and he sees in front of him an animal? That's it. So that's exactly the point. Say Rabbi Akiva Eger, his grandson rather, he writes like this: Urdu bidgat hayam u'of hashamayim. I want you to go down to the animal world. For what? To control yourself in the animal manner. Now, of course, not to be in a zoo, not to start giving names. That's not the point. We're talking about the animals that are inside you. Each one of us have animals, all type of animals. We have a whole entire safari. And we have the azut. How do you say azut? I don't know in English. Azut descarado, ¿cómo se dice? Okay, to be hatzuf. Okay, like the ez, like the goat. And to be gibor, we can be a hero like the lion. Okay, to be fast, like the Mishnah writes over there in Pirkei Avot. We have all the qualities of the animals inside of us, positive and negative. And at the moment that we decide to use them positive, we are controlling the animal world. At the moment that we don't control ourselves, the animal world controls us. That's exactly the reason why God created us. For what? To start controlling ourselves, to elevate ourselves and to be on top of animals. That's why Gemara writes that a person can be like angels and it can be worse than animals. There is two ways. It can be even higher than the angels. Like the Midrash writes when HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave the Torah, so Moshe Rabbeinu went out to Sinai, correct? You remember this Midrash? And then the angels came to him and told him, God, what a human being is doing over here? It's not a place for a human being. And Hashem said, Moshe Rabbeinu, please answer them back. He says, I'm going to answer them back? I'm just going to open my mouth. They're going to open their mouth, they're going to burn me. And then God is telling to Moshe Rabbeinu, don't worry. Hold my chair and answer them back. What is God's answer to Moshe Rabbeinu? He's telling him, Habibi, hold my chair. Obviously there's no chairs in Shamayim. But hold my chair, my kisei kavod. Angels cannot hold my chair, cannot reach such a level. I want you to reach that high level, and then automatically you will answer them for their question. Because you're going to tell them, listen, I can be even holier than you. But at the same time, we can be even worse than animals. Okay, anything. What? No. If we're not controlling ourselves, if we're not going in the right path. That's what I'm saying. That's what the Gemara is right. That the animal can have a special power to see behind your body, to see your neshama. Now there is something interesting. Gemara writes. You remember at the moment of Churban Beit HaMikdash, so the Romans closed up all Yerushalayim for weeks, for months, and Am Yisrael were suffering. There was no food. People were dying from hunger. And the Gemara writes a story of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, I think it was. He was walking on the street and he sees the daughter of Nagdimon ben Gurion. Nagdimon ben Gurion was one of the three more billionaire guys in Yerushalayim. The Gemara says he was so rich that when the Romans closed up the whole city of Yerushalayim, the three richest guys in Yerushalayim, they said, don't worry. Each one of us are going to donate one thing. And throughout the things that we're going to donate, we can be able to maintain the Jewish nation here in Yerushalayim over, I think it was 15 or 20 years. Terrible the amount of money that they had. And the Gemara writes that Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai walks on the street and he sees a lady, a young girl. I'm sorry about but that was a story. Yeah, he sees this young girl on the floor looking for grains of wheat from the desechos. How you say desechos? From the
garbage.
Garbage of the animals.
Oh.
So the rabbi is asking the girl, who are you? And she says, I am the daughter of. And then the rabbi looks up in Shamayim and he says, Ashrechem Israel. How special you are, Am Israel. Special what? At the moment that you are doing whatever Hashem is demanding from us, no one can touch us. No one can do anything against us. But at the moment that we are going against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, even the animals, and even the sechos, even the needs of the animals, starting with fish. Why fish? I mean, start with the big animals. Start to Rashi Tevot. Ohol Shana. Ohol Nivul Pe. Dibur. Gimel Gava. Gat. Gava. Orgullo. Animals. If they control you, Habibi, you're going to be lower and lower than any regular animal. There's a beautiful story. I just heard it, Mamash, in Israel. I can tell you exactly the date. The date was Kafhet Tammuz Tavshin Ayin Zayin. Tavshin Ayin Tet. That happened a year and a half ago, this story. In Israel, there is a city, it's called El-Ad. Not Elat, El-Ad. El-Ad, I don't know where exactly is. It's in the center of Israel.
Close to Ben Gurion.
Right, close to Ben Gurion Airport. So, in Ad, it's today a city, a religious city. And there is a bank, it's called the Doar Bank. Meaning, Doar is the mail, like the post mail. But they have their own bank. Fine. There was a Jew, Mexican Jew, that came to that bank. He wanted to transfer a very large amount of money to his father-in-law in Mexico. He got to the lady over there, and the lady, she's trying to do it, but something's consistent, and it's taking a lot of time. There's a lot of people coming in. Now the director of that bank is a very Yirat Shamayim guy, and he was trying to help. But he realized there is an issue in the system. There's a lot of people behind this guy, and more people are coming. So he says, "Please, man, if you don't mind, we're gonna take care of you. Give us a few minutes. We have a issue in the system. If you don't mind, let's take care of all the rest of the people, and then we'll take care of you." This guy started to get upset. I'm not gonna wait. I came here first. I want you to take care of me first. He starts to make a whole balagan. He says, "Sir, I'm sorry. We're not gonna be able to do it. We have a whole line behind you." And the guy became nuts. He started to yell and to scream and to embarrass the director of this bank. but mamash, and he had such a way of talking. Yeah, he said in front of, 30 people that were inside, 20, 30 people, and he started to, terrible. He said, I was so upset and so bagua, so offended that I started to cry. And he didn't say a word, he entered to his office. Doesn't matter how the whole thing finished. But the whole thing finished. I'm going to do it very quick. The second round is coming. And the Mexican guy left. Now everybody realized that the principal or the director of the bank got very upset, got very sad. So they tried to talk to him. The guy said, you know what? There is one woman over here working with us 12 years. She cannot have kids. I'm ready to forgive this guy. He was a president. The guy wasn't anymore in the bank. I'm ready to forgive this guy, and the merit of my forgiveness will go to give her a child. I'm telling you stories that didn't happen 50 years ago. A year and a half. Rabotai, next morning, the Mexican guy comes inside the bank like crazy. Where is the director of the bank? What happened? I want to ask him sorry, and I regret. What happened? He said, listen, yesterday I realized I don't know what happened to me. I'm crazy. I started to embarrass him. You know what this guy did? He saved the life of my father-in-law. He saved the life of your father-in-law? Yes. My father-in-law was waiting the money in Mexico. And he was supposed to go to the bank at that time to take out the money. So I came here to make the transfer. And there was a problem in the system. And thanks God there was a problem in the system. Why? You remember the earthquake in Mexico? You remember that there was one guy, that passed away? The father-in-law of this guy was supposed to be with him at the same moment to taking out the money.
Wow.
And if he was taking out the money, Habibi, there were two guys passing away in the Jewish community. So he saved the life of my father-in-law, and I embarrassed him. And he asked for him for forgiveness. And guess what? 9 months later, the lady got a baby. Rabotai, the auto-control that we have to have in ourselves, it's not only for the benefit of the mitzvah, it's for our own private benefit. When a person is controlling himself, he's elevating himself. You're elevating yourself, you have being a recipient, and receive all the berachah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to give you.